Hey guys, so in these videos I talk a lot about internal transformation and how the process of dark night of soul is really the process to birth your new self, to birth a bigger you that takes up a bigger presence in the world and that operates on different set of rules, and it's overall a blessing. However, in the process, it can get very, very uncomfortable. And when you are going through that dark night of the soul, it's sometimes very easy to lose the big picture and to lose faith and to have doubts about whether anything is happening at all. So I just got an email from someone. She's been going through her own version of internal purgatory. And she said, how can one get through the day when everything feels so heavy and when month and month pass by and there's no relief in sight? How can one trust that a better life out there and a better version of me is getting ready to emerge? Well, it's hard, right? Because when you're in the process, everything feels so sucky. There's no evidence, there's no tangible evidence to you or to your ego that anything is getting better. That's totally understandable. And sometimes this journey of internal transformation can feel like taking so long. It feels like you're not making any progress at all despite everything that you've been through. And that feeling can be entirely maddening. So I want to tell you, first of all, the fact that you feel frustrated of not making progress is in itself a progress. Okay, here's why. You will only feel frustrated of not making progress when your ego is feeling threatened. Because it used to be that your ego is in control of everything, every process in your life. And now because of the various things that are happening to you, it's no longer the case. You're not in Kansas anymore. And if you look at the bigger picture, the purpose of this transformation you're going through is to make your ego no longer in control so that you can be a channel of grace, your bigger self, whatever you call it. So if you look at the bigger picture, your ego feeling threatened, that means something is happening. So that is actually a good thing. When you are feeling frustrated, when you're wondering, okay, why does everything take so long? When will I make any progress? When will this sucky process will finally end? When will I feel better and less depressed and less heavy? All those thoughts are signs that your ego feels agitated because things are changing. It's no longer the same as your old paradigm. So that's one thing I want you to know, is that despite the appearance of nothing's happening, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling not making progress, that in itself tells you there is progress. But that thought is probably not very comforting because, you feel how you feel. Right now you feel terrible. I have two pieces of advice for you when you are having those heavy moments of doubts, of losing faith, of agitation and frustration. One, give yourself more love. Because whenever you're having the thought, oh, why does everything take so long? Why have I not made enough progress yet? Why have I not arrived? There is an implicit self-judgment that you're not doing enough. You're not being enough. Or you're not being fast enough. You're not as fast as so-and-so. Despite the fact that you are already progressing as fast as you can. But that self-judgment is there, however subtle it is. In those occasions, the last thing you want to do is to confirm your self-judgment by trying harder or attempting to try harder, try faster, making more effort to try to make things happen. That's just counterproductive. And the antidote to that is more love. More love sent to you, more love sent to the parts of you that are feeling inadequate, that are feeling slow, that are feeling stuck and frustrated. And my second piece of advice is slow down. Slow down both your internal process and also, more importantly, your external actions. Slow down the pace of how you carry out your tasks. That will provide you with the environment that allows your agitated ego to calm down. Because, it's very tempting when you feel frustrated to try to rush things, to try to project into the future and think about, okay, is it 5 months or 5 years? When will this end? And know that every minute you spend trying to project out into the future, trying to rush your progress, is a minute distracted from what really needs to happen. That is the internal marination that is happening without you controlling it. But you want to create the environment for yourself, for that process to happen. That means as little distraction as possible. Get out of your own way. I know this sounds easier said than done, but then a big part of navigating this internal transformation is to learn how to provide the calmness and love that you need to go through this process. And when you learn how to provide the calmness and love to yourself, you will be in a better position to provide that to the outer world as well. And that's when you're ready to take up a bigger presence in the world. All right, that's all for today. See you next time.